Hey there, world. I don't know how far my voice will carry, but today I'd like to share something special, the development of my dream game. I've been working on this project for over 2 years, and it's finally starting to take shape. It's a turn-based mobile game inspired by the Kardashev scale, where players guide their civilization through the ages. You'll start way back in the Paleolithic era, stone tools, big dreams, zero Wi-Fi. From there, you'll climb to a Type 1 civilization, then Type 2, and, if you've got the chops, Type 3. Along the way, you'll face predators, annoying bots, and, of course, other players, sometimes the scariest predators of all. My goal is realism, diseases that spread, belief systems you design, governments you build, and occasionally overthrow, and yes, collapse is always on the menu. When your civilization face plants, you dust off, jump back to the Stone Age, and try again, this time with experience boost. It's my spin on a prestige system, progress through practice, and a few glorious do-overs. Ever since I was a kid, I've wanted to create things that leave an impact. New worlds, new experiences for people to explore, but life doesn't always go as planned. I ended up dropping out of high school, moving out to the Chatham Islands, and starting at the bottom in a fishery. I worked my way up, but that spark to create never left me. So I started teaching myself. Simple, low-poly modeling at first. For years I honed that craft, slowly shaping my own vision of a civilization game, because, honestly, most of them just felt like they were missing something. I experimented with different styles until I finally landed on the one that felt right. Once I had the modeling down, it was time to tackle the programming side of things. And here's the fun part. I had absolutely no experience. With zero programming experience, I turned to the usual suspects, Udemy, GameDev.tv, and of course, countless YouTube tutorials. But it felt like I was running in circles. Sure, I learned how to click around in Unity, but actual coding? Still a mystery? I had no real idea where to even begin. Then I got lucky. ChatGPT 3 was released. At first, all I found were videos of people saying it wasn't great for coding, showing it making tiny, simple games. But to me, that was enough proof. If it could make anything at all, maybe it could help me too. So I figured I had nothing to lose. I signed up, wrote my first prompt, and decided to build my game piece by piece, system by system. And with GPT's help, the very first thing I created was a map generator. With the map generator, I started simple, a grid system that randomly placed tiles of different sizes. Each of those tiles would then spawn a random environment tile in its spot. GPT helped with the code, but I still jumped on YouTube to see how others approached it. That's when I stumbled onto wave function concepts, a way to make tiles spawn based on their neighbors. It made the terrain feel more natural, but back then my coastlines still looked like they'd been cut out with a square ruler. And rivers? Don't get me started. Trying to make them twist and turn naturally, they kept looping back into themselves, like a snake eating its own tail. Even with GPT helping, I didn't just copy the code. I kept asking GPT why things worked, breaking it down so I could actually learn, and sometimes the code just refused to cooperate, leading to hours of bug hunting marathons. Frustrating, sure, but every one of those battles made me a little bit better. Once the map generation was in place, I realized I needed UI elements, panels, borders, buttons, the whole deal. The problem? I can't draw to save my life. So my brilliant solution was to 3D model the UI. Yeah, it looked exactly as bad as it sounds. Let's just say it had super budget indie game written all over it. It worked for a while, but I knew I needed something better. That's when I took a gamble on GPT's image generation. Risky move, because let's be honest, some people won't even give a game a chance if the art's made by AI instead of a person. And I get it, I respect and love seeing what people can create with their own hands. But here's the thing, I didn't have the skill, and I definitely didn't have the money to hire an artist, so I leaned on AI. not to control the design, but to help generate the basic elements, then cleaning them up in Photoshop so they were usable. Now, the whole debate of AI art versus traditional art, that's a video for another day. For now, I just want to introduce you to my game. Once I had the new UI in place, I started building out the other systems, like the population manager. I broke the population into age groups: children, teens, adults, and elders. Of course, not everyone gets to pitch in. Teens and adults do the heavy lifting, hunting, gathering, that sort of thing. Elders, they handle the crafts and wisdom. And kids, well, they mostly just eat all your food and complain. Next up was the disease system. Fail a discovery task. Boom, mystery illness. Mess up gathering berries. Congratulations, now you got food poisoning. Eventually, I'd like to fold this into a bigger random event system, complete with natural disasters. Because if disease doesn't get your civilization, an earthquake probably will. Probably. It won't just be diseases and natural disasters you're up against. Other players are a whole other headache. You can form alliances and trade, or pick a fight and go full-on warlord. That might mean old-school kinetic warfare, economic sanctions, or sneaky cyber attacks on an enemy's infrastructure. There are even darker strategy options, like engineered outbreaks, or you can win by culture, influence their people, spread your beliefs, and peacefully absorb their population. Diplomacy, deception, and disaster, all valid strategies, rise to a great empire. This is just the first video of many. From here on out, I'll be posting weekly updates, breaking down new systems, sharing progress, and showing how the game is evolving. There's still a mountain of work ahead, and I'm balancing it all with a full-time job and other responsibilities. Next on the list, fleshing out the religion and government systems and adding civilization satisfaction. Because if your people aren't happy, rebellion is always just around the corner. The game is called Kardashev with an extra A, still pronounced the same. It actually started as a spelling mistake, but I decided to keep it. Hey, originality through typos. Copyright, am I right? At its core, this project is more than just a game. With the times we're moving into, I want to show how civilizations rise, how ours got to where it is, and where it could go next. My hope is that it not only entertains, but also sparks gratitude for our ancestors and inspires hope for the generations still to come. My goal with this channel is simple: to build a community around my game. I want your feedback, your ideas. And honestly, I just want to share this project instead of keeping it hidden away. I also hope it inspires someone out there to chase their own dream game, even if you don't have all the skills yet. If you've got the heart to create, there are always ways to make it happen. And if you use AI to help, just remember, it's your game. You're the one in control of the systems and the ideas. Don't let it turn into GPT's game. So, if this sounds like a game you'd want to play, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and join me on this journey. Drop your feedback in the comments. I'd love to hear your ideas. Together we can make something truly amazing.